Hey Glam fam, welcome back. Today is going to be episode 8 of Real Housewives of New Jersey. Now this may be a quick one just because the drama was very repetitive this episode. It was really nothing but he said, she said, let's go have a conversation about this. It was a bunch of conversations this episode. So yeah. This one may be short. So it's the next day after their first night on the shore. You know, everybody is in their houses talking about last night and everything. Jackie is talking with Marge and I think Melissa or Jen Fessler. She was talking with somebody. And she was telling them about what Jen Aiden said about her marital problem, which is why I said last episode, I don't know why she told Jackie that stuff. Jackie ain't gonna do nothing but run back and tell Marge. And that's exactly what she did. They're also still talking about this Danielle thing because y'all know they don't believe her story about her brother. Then they do a back and forth between Teresa talking to the ladies and Melissa and Joe. Because last week, Louis did apologize to Melissa's mom for her not being invited to the wedding, and he tried to invite her. So Joe and Melissa don't really believe that the invite was genuine. They feel like he did it to make himself look like the good guy. And based on everything that went down on this episode, I totally agree with them. However, you got the invite. What's the problem? Per usual, they're just keeping up pointless drama because y'all crying about the invite. You get the invite, you still not happy. You crying about not being in the wedding. You got in the wedding, you still not happy. So then Teresa talks about the real issue. So Joe came up with this business idea. I guess to sell pizza ovens, and it was going to be a business for him and Teresa. I guess Joe didn't have the coins. So they needed an investor, i.e. Louis, who invested all of his money. Well, not all of his money, but all of the money required for the investments. So then the issues happened when they were trying to figure out how to split it as far as percentages. Joe felt like it should have been 50-50, even though he didn't put a penny in the business. Louis, on the other hand, was like, we'll give you 5%. And I agree with Louis on that. Joe really thought he was about to have this booming business with his sister funded by his brother-in-law. Why would he even want to go into business with Teresa with all of the arguing they've been doing for the past decade? They're not even in a space to be running a business together. The business was going to fail regardless. So, you know, they're done with all of their separate conversations. Now all of the ladies are coming together. Jackie starts telling the other ladies about Jennifer's marital problem. She's going more into detail this time. And Dolores is floored. She's just like, oh, I didn't know that. Well, I don't know any of this. Yeah, because y'all not friends. Like, that's what happens when you're no longer friends with someone. You don't know what goes on with them anymore. So then Margaret, Danielle, and Rachel have a talk because Margaret is upset with Danielle for repeating what Jennifer Aiden told her. But Rachel can come back to her and repeat everything she hears, and no problem. So yeah, Danielle and Margaret kind of get into it, and Danielle kind of let Margaret check her. I was kind of confused by that. Rachel is just being fake, you know. She want to make sure her and Danielle are still good after you just threw her under the bus. Why? Could you feel guilty? So Melissa and Louis go to the side to have a conversation. Everybody starts talking about the Melissa-Joe situation because they all see Melissa and Louis talking. Jackie got to get her 2 seconds, y'all. She don't want us to forget her. You know, she got to get her camera time. So she tries to start talking to Teresa on behalf of Melissa because Melissa's her BFF and all of this. And Teresa's pretty much like, girl, bye. She can tell me herself. She got my phone number. So Danielle kind of interrupts that conversation and kind of confronts Jackie, but really the whole group for talking about her brother. And everybody just starts going at Danielle, especially Jackie. Like, she is just demanding that Danielle tells her the rest of the story. Like, who do you think you are? Oh yeah, Danielle walks away again. And then Teresa walks over to Louis and Melissa to join their conversation because everybody is arguing over Melissa and Teresa because of what Melissa has been running around telling everybody. Teresa don't even know what the problem is. So now she's pissed because everybody is talking about this Melissa-Teresa situation and Teresa don't even know what the problem is. So of course, Teresa's upset. You're literally telling everybody you have a problem with me but me. I didn't really like the way Louis handled the situation when Teresa walked over there upset. And I actually agree with everything that Melissa said when she said that he tries to be the good guy in front of everybody. I feel like he be hyping Teresa up behind the scenes and then he get in front of everybody and try to act like he wants peace and he's the good guy. He's helping Joe and Melissa paint Teresa out to be the problem, in my opinion. So I really don't like Louis anymore. I already said I was gonna keep an eye on him, but this week just did it for me. So that didn't go well after Louis and Melissa just tag teamed her. So then Teresa leaves them and goes back over to the ladies and tries to vent about what just happened with Louis and Melissa. Now, these ladies do not think. They don't think. Why would you walk back over there and try to vent to them? They are Team Melissa. Why do you keep trying to state your case to them? So Jackie inserts herself again. And finally, somebody finally tells Jackie to STFU. Thank you, Teresa. And while that's going on, then Joe, Melissa, and Louis are talking. That's when he tells them this creepy story about wearing the grandfather's pajamas. Weird. So then Teresa leaves the ladies and walks back over there. Like, she's just going back and forth. Teresa is just trying to find somebody to agree with her, and nobody is giving her that. So she keeps walking back and forth. So now she's back over in Joe and Louis' conversation. Melissa has walked away, and now she's with the ladies, and she has an issue with Teresa speaking with her own brother without her being there for whatever reason. The conversation was honestly going great. Louis was doing a great job mediating until Melissa walked over. In my opinion, that's when all the commotion started, when Melissa walked over. But Teresa's the problem. So then Melissa and Joe leave. And after they leave, Marge and Rachel try to walk over to Teresa and Louis and see what happened. Like, this was just a very petty, stupid episode, in my opinion. So they come over to talk. You know, Teresa's trying to explain herself to them, and then Louis flips out on Teresa. I don't really understand why he keeps yelling at her in front of everybody, and I don't get what Teresa did wrong. I feel like Teresa was being gaslit the entire episode. She didn't do anything. She didn't even know what was going on because everybody was running around talking about her behind her back, and then when she's trying to figure out what's going on, she got blamed for everything. So yeah, I feel like everybody gaslit her this whole episode. It was really annoying to watch, and I officially do not like Louis anymore. I do not care that him and Joe fight in the finale, because y'all know it's gonna be a brawl in the finale. Jen and Marge are almost gonna fight, and then Joe and Louis are gonna fight. I don't even care no more. I don't like Louis anymore. Y'all know I always said something was off about Louis because he has a weird look, but he wasn't really doing anything to make me look at him funny, but now he is. So yeah, that was the end of that episode, and there is no preview for next week because we are officially in the middle of the season. So they have dropped the mid-season trailer. I will be reacting to it, and it should be up right now. But yeah, that was this week's episode. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about everything in the comment section down below. Stay happy, healthy, and all of that good stuff, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.